This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good evening. Thanks to all of you for watching my videos and providing valuable comments. And I hope you have already subscribed to my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click on the bell icon to get the notifications whenever I upload a new videos. Okay, in this video, we will see one of the recent interview questions was asked to one person, like how to find out the user who added purchase requisition header note in SAP. This is mainly this video I'm taking to explain the change data related tables CDHDR and CDPOS. Okay, these two tables we will find out the data with CDHDR change header table and CDPOS change item table. Okay, changes details item table. The exact names we will fill it, and let's increase the size to 28. Okay, for now we'll keep it like this. Let's go to SAP /SC16N CDHDR. Okay. Change document header CDPOS change document items. Change document header change document items. Okay, these are two tables we can get it. We'll go to /me 5a. We'll take any one open purchase requisition, not closed. Let's keep it. We'll keep some date, delivery date 01/01/2022, 01/05/2020. Okay. We'll take any one purchase requisition and we'll initiate the change. Like there are many purchase requisitions that are available. Once we have that object related value, when you pass it and all, it will work. The CDHDR and CDPOS table usage will be more or less similar. It's getting loaded. So CDHDR and CDPOS and what details we need to pass, and that we can keep it here. Looks like the date range is a bit larger. Okay, we'll stop the transaction and we will run again with less date range so that we can get the exact purchase requisition. ME5A okay, there are some purchase requisitions available. Let's take this purchase requisition, which was created by some person. Okay, for this purchase requisition, what will we do? We'll go to change mode. Okay, and the purchase requisition was created by some different user, but with my login ID, I'm adding here. Added note to inform to purchase admin. Okay, I'm adding some information which is really I want to send to the admin person. Now save the purchase requisition. And now the requirement is you want to know who has added this. Okay, that's what the requirement. Let's take the purchase requisition number. SC16N. C, if you go to CDPOS, it will give you the item details. I will show you that. CDHDR. Okay, the document header will contain the person who has changed the name. All that details will be available. Here we can see the multiple fields, right? Object class, object ID, and change number and all. This object ID technical name. Let's pass the purchase requisition number. For example, if your purchase requisition has only 8 digit or 9 digit, you need to add the initial 0. For example, what I want to tell you is, for example, if your purchase requisition is like this, then you should add 2 zeros. Okay, total it should be 10, 4, 3, 7, because based on the purchase requisition numbering max is 10, so we should keep that 10. If it is material master, you need to pass 18, like that. Okay, the max length, character length, we need to pass here. And now execute it. So you will get what change happened. There is a document is generated, the user ID SAP EXT 08. This is my ID, and April 24. Okay. April 24 at 3:48 by using the ME53 and ME52 and that transaction code. Okay, because I access through ME53N and then I click on change mode. So because of these things, what the object type change, it's updation. Okay, we cannot any create it, we update the data. So we can see here option insert, update, delete. Okay, we update the data, so it was having the details. So the user ID details you can get from CDHDR. What is the exact change was happened? If you want to know, then we need to go to CDPOS table. Okay, we can directly pass the object value as a requisition number. So we will get the list of changes happened to that respective purchase requisition. So if you want to know the exact details, then you can pass this document number also. Okay? After we get the output also, we can filter it. So the CDPOS will give you the what is the change, exact change, whether he changed the purchasing group or he changed the material code or he changed the header note or what is the exact field was changed, that only we will get here. We know in purchase requisition both header note, all the details are stored in that item. Okay, there will one table, so we will get in the CDPOS data. The header note changes also we will get here. So this is what the way how we can get from the CDHDR table the user ID. We need to pass the number, purchase requisition or PO or whatever the document number we need to pass with that maximum character length. Okay, still running. Yeah, we got that output. CDPOS. So what happened? CDPOS it is giving BANF table and the table key. Okay, the value is B01. Okay, this is what happened because it's a text related, right? So it is given that field name. How can we get these details? For example, we go to the purchase requisition. In some of the videos also I explained about this read text function module, how to know the value. Okay, that I can show. Go to header note, you just double click on that note. So system will take you to the new screen. There you can get the what is the text details and what is the object of the purchase requisition, header note, all the details can be seen here. Okay, it's navigating to the new screen. Okay, here we have. Okay, now we just go to it, click on go to and click on header. So once you click on go to and header, you can see here what is the text name, purchase requisition number, language EN, text ID B01, and text object is EBANH. Purchase requisition header text. See here, this is the B01, and the B01 text ID was available here. Okay. Now, if you see the data, for example, if you want to get the data same from the logic wise, how can we get it? Let me keep the same thing. SC37. Okay. We cannot get the text details from a table, so there is a separate function module to read the text of any document. The function module is read underscore text. So if you see the read text function module, /n SC37 read text function module, click on text icon. Once you go to the text icon, we need to pass the information related to the purchase requisition. My client is 800 and ID is B01. Where can you get the ID? This is the one, the text ID. And what is the text object? This is the text object. What is the language EN? Language is EN. Name is purchase requisition number. So once you pass this information, the text ID and the language EN and the name is the respective document. If you want to get from the purchase order text, you can have to get a purchase order number, material master, material number. So the name will be always the respective document number, and object for each object you will be different. Okay, purchase order, outbound delivery header, outbound delivery item. Okay, there is a video on this in my YouTube, that also you can check it later. So now I input the details and execute it. So if you see here the data, you have to click on the result details view. So I added header note to inform to purchase admin. So I got this text also. So if you want to read the text, use the read text function module. If you want to know the exact person who has added the header note, you need to use the CDHDR table and pass object value as your purchase acquisition number, so that you can get the user ID, who has changed and what date, what time. Okay, those all details can be seen here. So coming to here, so CDHDR, if you only use the user ID, user details, then we can get from the CDHDR. Okay, the object also we can pass here. So the CDHDR and CDPOS table. CDPOS will give you the in detail which code exactly changed. For example, you want to know header text, there are 2-3 header texts are there. So in CDPOS we can see, right, the field name B01E. So we need to pass with that ID, text ID B01 star, like that we can pass it and we can get the data. So CDHDR will give you user ID who has changed, and CDPOS will give you the in detail what exactly the field he has changed. Okay, it's a text, so you got field like this. If the change was happened to any item level, let us check that item level data. Okay. I will add the purchasing group 001. Storage location. Okay, I add a storage location and purchasing group. Now let us run the same CDPOS. So now CDPOS has to get the additional fields which are related to storage location and purchasing group. In CDHDR also we will get additional entries. For each changes we will get an entry, but the CDHDR will hold the data. Okay, the CDHDR will hold the time and date what change happened, and CDPOS is running. So CDPOS will show you the exact table and field name where the changes were happened. We can check the CDPOS by table also. For example, EKPO or MERD, okay, any kind of table also like EKPO or LIPS, LIKP, what table changes you want to see, directly we can pass the table name. It's not a replicated /MSC16N CDPOS and object ID. Okay, we can see that additional things. What are things we changed? We changed EKGRP and FIXKZ and storage location. 3 things are changed. You can see the field table and fields are available here, right? This is the field, this is the table. IBAN is the purchase requisition table where the data will be stored. IBAN, and this field we have to see FIXKZ. Fixed indicator, then see the 350. If you click on this F1 fixed ID, purchase requisition is fixed. Forms the purchase requisition or delivery schedule line of a scheduling agreement and determines that it can be automatically changed by the material planning and control system. The indicator is set automatically if you make manual changes to a purchase requisition that was generated by materials planning and control. So when this indicator will be automatically checked when you make changes to a purchase requisition which was created through MRP. How can you come to know whether the purchase requisition is created through MRP or manual? Go to contact person, the item level. If you go to the contact person, creation indicator, here you can see whether the purchase requisition was created manually or MRP. So it was created in MRP. So that's why I was checking the 3 fields. I want to show you that reason. We changed purchasing group, we changed storage location, but from where this fixed indicator has come, okay? Because in this quantities and date field, there is an ID called fixed indicator. So when this fixed indicator will be affected, if you see the notes again, okay, whenever you make changes to a purchase requisition which was created through MRP, if any manual changes happen, this fixed indicators ID will automatically set if you make manual changes to the purchase requisition that was generated by material planning and control. So what is the use of this indicator? This indicator forms the purchase requisition or delivery schedule line of a scheduling agreement and determines that it cannot be automatically changed by the material planning and control system. So it will be automatically updated and determines that it cannot be automatically changed by the material planning and control system. So later it cannot be changed. Whatever the data available here, it will be fixed. So that's what it was updated. So now we have seen in the CDPOS all the changes with table and field name. All are updated and what flag and what is the value, what is the new value also we can see. If there is already value, then you will have you can see the old value and new value. Okay, let's make it one thing. This video we can consider mostly like CDPOS and CDHDR. What will I do now? 001 I will change to 002. Okay. 002 I changed. Okay, now we'll go to CDPOS. Execute again. You can see here the field EKGRP old value was 001, new value was 002. So individual change details, if you want to use in any report or if you want to check any data, we can use the CDPOS table to read that. But first of all, you have to get the CDHDR and get the document number, and then you pass it because it's a key field. Only document if you pass, or only table if you pass, especially if you pass only table and field, there would be huge entries, so it will slow down the program and it will have a complications where with respect to performance. So that first pass the document details in CDHDR and get the document number and take this document number and if possible object both and pass in CDPOS to get your exact entries with high performance without having any slowness in the program when you get the data. So this is what we discussed about how to find out the user who added the PR header note. And in that video, as part of we use the CDHDR and CDPOS and how we can get it, how the data will be passed. CDHDR will give you the user ID and the data, and header level data will be less. So we should always pass the data in CDHDR and get the object details. For example, you can see here. Pass PR with 10 characters. If there is a 8, you need to add the zeros initially. PR with 10 characters as CDHDR object ID in CDHDR table and get. Here we can get directly the user ID in CDHDR. We can directly get the username. For this question, we will directly get the username. Okay. If you want further details and all, you have to get the object number, and then object number you have to pass in CDPOS. This one change number, document number. So this is the one change number, document number, and if you pass in CDPOS, you will get the respective data. Okay, I hope this video has given you an insight on CDHDR and CDPOS table uses and how to get it. Always you get from pass in CDHDR, which have less entries, get that object ID, you pass it and get the change number, okay, the document number, and then pass in CDPOS to get the exact values. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.